Are we ready to kick this thing off yet?
Do you really love New York?
No.
You just got the
Just a
t-shirt.
t-shirt.
Nah.
She got it at the honey hole.
Welcome back to the Duck Call Room, ladies and gentlemen. We do have another special guest
We're
today.
just bringing in special guests left and right.
We're going to call this episode Back to School. We'd like to offer y'all a warm welcome to Finley.
All right, Finley.
Hi.
Welcome.
Finley waves.
And if you, yeah,
It's a podcast. People can only listen.
Yeah.
They can watch it on
camera,
YouTube.
too.
That's right.
but Finley is Lindsay's daughter. Lindsay is Corey's assistant. And Finley, on like the first week of school, said, "No, I'm good.
They're not going.
I'm not going." So
Yeah.
I offered her a seat, and she was like, "Sure." I thought she'd say no because it's us, but she was like, "No, I'll do it." So
Because
Y'all
Finley's
welcome
super
Finley.
chatty.
she is very talkative.
Finley, do you take off every Friday?
Phillip, it's Thursday. So,
So how is the first one? We got to talk about all things back to school today but we're back. You're in the middle of school. You're skipping today. That's no big deal. But how is school going?
It's going good. There's a lot of big changes because I have so many classes to go to now instead of just 3 or 4.
Oh, what grade are you in now? We should cover all these.
Yeah, I wanted to know that.
I'm in 6th grade.
Ooh,
middle school.
Middle school. You should skip middle school. Just wait and then go back in high school. And how old are you?
11.
11.
Man, look at there.
Man,
What a life.
You're cruising through school. I'm trying to do the math in my head.
Well, you were in middle school. Like,
I was.
middle school used to be 7th and 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when did 6th get thrown in?
I went to middle school. I didn't go to junior high, but I still called it junior high.
Yeah, I went to West Monroe Junior High.
You went to West Monroe Junior High?
Uh-huh.
Because junior high was 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah.
And 6th grade was still elementary.
Yeah.
But I went to middle school. So between me and you.
But see, like, to me, Finley, you may can answer this since you're there. There's a lot of difference between a 6th grader and an 8th grader, and they're all in one
Yes.
place.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yes.
I mean, like, that's a big
Yes.
difference.
Yes.
It's,
Like,
it's a
yeah.
really big difference.
Do you feel so you're one of the smallest at the whole
Yes.
campus?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you nervous?
A little bit,
That's okay.
but
Nerves are a
it's
good thing. Keeps you ready just in case. So, but you're enjoying the first week,
Yes.
except for today.
So what's your favorite subject?
Mm-hmm.
My favorite subject is math.
Is
God.
math?
All right. Hey, that's
I'll
good.
let you-
As
Well,
long
hey,
as it's not
Hey.
science.
Wait, no. She loves science too, don't you?
Mhm.
Yeah. see? Uh-huh. I don't know which brain we are, right or left, but we're the same. Whichever one.
I'm a
is.
math and science guy, but Martin's too much science. We got to watch out for the moth people now. He's really into
Hey,
them.
you back off my moth people. Look,
Hey.
the moth people, after the last one where we talked about the moths, have really reached out and embraced me as a new member to their community. And we even have one, Rachel, who is sending us a framed bunch of moths.
Huh.
And we're going to have it for decoration in here. So we can have
Oh,
we
so-
can have
Is that
science
exciting,
class
Finley?
in here.
Not that exciting.
All right, Finley, it's been nice having
That's
you.
fine.
Yeah.
No, I got a question for Finley. So, Finley, when my children were younger, they dreaded going back to school. So they loved the summer, but they wouldn't even let me say the word school. They say, Dad, you have to call it squirrel. Because they didn't want to think about school at all. Did you dread going back to school, or is it a good time for you?
The only reason I really dread school is because summer is such a fun time. Because you don't have things to worry about like tests. And like it's funner than school because you don't have to do as much work as in the summer.
Si lives his whole life as summer.
No, at recess.
No, what
He
she's,
lives at recess.
what she's really trying to say is she's tired of being a duck commander. So if she's not at Camp Chioka, she's a duck commander. in the
That's
summertime, and she's tired of me harassing her every day, trying to make her talk. She has said more words in this 4 minutes and 6 seconds than I've heard her say in 3 months, by the way.
Because you were here all summer?
Not all summer. Most of the summer I was at camp.
Yeah.
But it has been really fun at camp.
Yeah.
See? But yeah, when I walk by, I'm like, "Hey, Finley, how you doing?" All she do is give me a high five. Won't engage me in conversation.
Don't ever go back to a conversation with him. Just high five him from here out.
Well, I know the problem with her is her little brother
Douglas?
doesn't stop
Yes.
talking.
He doesn't.
Douglas the Destroyer.
We faced Douglas in soccer one time. I said, "Uh-oh, Douglas he scored like 18 goals on bins." I was like,
Whoa.
the destroyer.
That was rude, Douglas. Could have stopped.
Yeah, so she can't get a word in edgewise around the house. I get it. She's a quiet one. That's fine.
Yeah.
I was that way too. So all good. All things good.
Quiet people actually probably end up running the world because they're just listening, figuring everybody out.
Hmm.
Is that what you do
Most of the time.
most of the time? I like it. Si, do you remember going back to school?
No, I don't remember going to school.
You don't? Okay.
What I remember about it is it didn't start in mid-August. Like we were right at the tail end of August all the time. Like these kids
Yeah.
are going back now like August 8th, 9th, 10th, earlier and earlier. But that's because now
It
y'all
didn't
get,
start till September.
y'all get out because the wind blows 20 miles an hour now.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, they're like, no, tough it out.
You going?
Like, and if there was a potential tornado, you just learned how to get in the hall and cover your head with a book. Like now they're like, no, stay at home.
Well,
Like,
but the thing is, so it's blowing my mind. We came home from orientation with a couple computers.
they gave them to you?
Yeah.
Google Suite, Google Chrome.
Chromebooks. And like,
Ah.
you got to sign in and
Yeah.
everything they do goes straight to that. So you miss a day, you're just sitting at home doing it.
Yeah.
You don't even get to watch Price is Right and have an icy. You got to like sit there and do all your homework because it's right there. Carter carries a computer with him everywhere he goes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. So you have to do schoolwork today, even though you're
Yeah.
not there. You know what
Mhm.
it is. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But since it's the beginning of school, I don't have as much to do because some of the teachers don't really post a lot on Google Classroom as much as they do like in the middle of the school year and at the end.
Okay. All right. I got you.
Oh, yeah. They like record everything.
Really?
Technology is taking us to where we can go to school in the bathroom. You can always be at school if you want to.
I'm actually so glad I don't live in this time then. Like those days off were very fortunate.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I'd have been the kid doing it from the deer stand, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if we're doing it that way, or in the
could've.
duck, I'd be in the duck blind with my Chromebook, like out there, like, no, I ain't going. I'll see y'all tomorrow, boys. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't get absences now. You just
Yeah.
get remote work.
What about homework? Y'all still do that?
Yeah, we still do that, but some classes don't because sometimes they have the first class and then a class enrichment like math. Math doesn't, unless we don't have time to do it in class, they'll send home homework. But we most of the time have time to do homework
Amen.
in class.
Hey, man.
I think I'm
Yeah.
against homework.
I know I am.
I don't like
I
it.
think you should be able to get done what you get done during the day.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
we can't get it done from 8 to 3 or
I
whatever
don't
it is.
bring worms home and try and sell them to my neighbors. I got to do that at work. You shouldn't do math homework at home. You
Yeah.
should do math. It should be schoolwork, not homework.
Well, generally, like when we had to take duck calls home to build them because we didn't have enough, that's because we had
Goofed off.
slacked off to some
Yeah.
point, whether it was fishing,
Yeah,
or
goofed off.
basketball, or
Yeah.
playing golf or something. Now, Duck
Yeah.
Dynasty, take that out the window. Like that was just a phenomenon where we had to build them at the house. It didn't matter. But I'm saying any other time when you're working outside of the normal 9 to 5, that's because you took a little liberty with some time in there between 9 to 5. So you know you pay the taxes then, like, and that's fine.
And I would be fine with that if that was the schoolwork's case. You got time to do it during the day. Be done with it.
Yeah, unbelievable. I'm really 'cause these days are coming for me. So you're in them. Phillip's passed them. Si's been gone from them. Like I mean,
School wild. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
and
It
I ain't
changes every year.
I ain't there yet. So like it's just I'm actually enjoying learning about the process here of the battles I'm going to have to fight with those two little ones coming up.
I've already been to the school this morning, Mark.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
What happened? You?
I got
Oh,
my
Yeah, he
visitors
has.
pass.
There you
It's
go.
kind of a long story.
Johnny D's
Uh-oh.
got a visitor's pass badge on his shirt.
I've already been to the school, met
What?
with, yeah.
what is that little one? Wasn't it?
No.
Oh,
She
really?
don't talk at school.
Carter.
Really?
Yeah, you know which one it
Oh,
is.
oh. Well,
If you are of the impression that you are going to rule the free world one day, you probably are of the impression you already ruled the fourth grade. Is the problem?
did he wear his jacket like day
No,
one or something?
No
Or-
suits at school. That's
Oh,
we're
okay.
no president suit at school. But you know, Carter, he's had some struggles in life. He's a very literal kid. Do you know any super literal kids? That like you tell them a joke and they're like, "It's raining cats and dogs. We better get inside because that's gonna hurt."
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's an expression.
Yeah.
So
Just-
Carter, once he learns an expression, he's good. But the first time, he's like, so he goes to science class in the fourth grade, and there is a skeleton That's a normal thing to have. Is there science? Finley, do y'all have skeletons in your science class?
No, but we do have models of different
Okay.
types.
So this is a full-on skeleton sitting in a chair.
Yeah. So you learn about the human body.
That's
you know,
fun.
tibia, fibia,
Yeah.
all the things.
All
yeah.
the things. Well, Carter sees it and is like, moves on from it, doesn't think about it. And then the teacher makes a joke that was one of the students that didn't listen last year.
Oh wow.
And Carter, the first time he hears a joke, it doesn't compute that it's a joke.
Mhm.
And then she says, "Oh, and there's more skeletons in the closet."
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I'm super proud of him, though. Used to, that would have been, we're done.
Yeah.
He's running down
Yeah, I'm
the
out.
hallway.
I'll see y'all.
He's out. It's over. And we've had many of those moments, but he's grown so much, and I'm so proud of him. Because this time, he just sat there and thought the whole time, this lady has killed other fourth grade.
And she will kill again.
Yeah, he's sitting there building his case against
And
her now.
I must alert the authorities. So my sister is a track coach and PE coach out there. And so he finds her. He's like, I need your phone. She's like, why? I must call the police.
I must call the police.
My science teacher is a
math-
murderer. No, he's not. So then he gets in the car. He's been sitting there all day worried to death. He gets in the car. Mom, give me your phone. We have to call the police. The teacher's a murderer. Just first thing he says on the first day of school when he gets in the car. So we're like, no, buddy, that's not it. And so we've had a lot of meetings with teachers throughout the years. And, it was like, we thought we might not need one this year. We learned we need one. And so we went and talked to all of his teachers and the principal and the guidance counselor and everybody. And we all laughed, had a good time. But I'm going to say this. Finley, have your parents had to go talk to your teachers ever?
Yes.
They're super nervous when they do that. Like, I'm like, I feel like I've got to show them like a good dad and then I don't want to be like
Yes.
mad at the teacher. Like, I wasn't mad at all. I thought it was hilarious. But that lady is fantastic. She's like hilarious. She had me cracking up in the meeting. I'm like, you know what? I said, we've had this little hiccup here, but I think you're who Carter needs to teach him about some stuff that hadn't quite computed in his little brain yet. And he also thinks you murdered people, but that's okay. We're going to get past
Yeah,
that.
well, I'll explain that at some point. No, it is fun. Like when you run in, because that age, and Finley's right there with it, where you're transitioning and learning the actual English language, like what people mean with metaphor and stuff like that. But when you see those kids that are still at the age of like super literal, like, because then, it's kind of a jokester. You can have some fun with them. Now, maybe mass murderer, like Netflix documentary style. Maybe not.
There's a reason Carter's not allowed on a lot of different things. Like,
Yeah.
Send him back to school with some caution tape.
But then I saw him there. He walked in our class. He's excited. He's doing great this year. But yeah, I already got called in.
Week 1.
Week 1.
Well, you can't go every week if you don't go the first week. It's been proven.
Hey, I did get a call from the school, and it was of course my kids are grown now, but when they were younger, and Amber had told the teacher, my brother shot my grandfather in the back with a gun. And so they came, they went to Blake, and they was like, Blake, did your brother shoot your grandfather with a gun? He was like, I don't know. I don't know. He wasn't going to sell anybody out.
Attaboy.
Bryson to get him later.
Yeah,
And so they
attaboy.
called me up there, and I was like, what? I said, oh, no. Bryson had one of those little Nerf type guns.
Nerf gun.
Yeah, and he got a new one, and so his grandpa said, let's see how strong it is. He said, take 10 paces and shoot me in the back. And Amber's like, yeah, he's going to die. So child protection called me. I was like, yeah, it's all good. Nobody got hurt.
That's fantastic.
It's the first weeks of school are always fun like that.
So, Finley, what's the one thing you're looking forward to this year? 6th grade, first year, new school, big kids. Is there one thing like you're extremely looking forward to? What's
Okay, I can't wait.
I'm doing choir and
Start singing.
that? She said not for free. That girl.
and our choir teacher, she said that there's like an all-state thing you can audition for,
Oh.
and we're learning the all-state song, so I'm really excited to see if I get in or not.
Okay. Can your
That
mom
is
sing?
awesome.
You don't have to look at her. We know she's over
On-
there. Answer honestly.
On a scale of 1 to
No.
10, 10 being the best.
Ah, there we go. Lindsay,
1
it's
to
okay.
10, 10 being the best. She said no.
No.
Well, that's great. That's
My favorite
awesome.
part is the most nervous person in this room behind Hunter, because he never knows, and he's just always walking around nervous, is Lindsay.
Lindsay's nervous.
Like, Finley's not even nervous, but Lindsay's over there like, oh my goodness, what are we going to say? What is she going to do? Lindsay, I have to say, I would be much more nervous if it were Douglas in that chair.
Who knows what Douglas would say? Are you on cross country, Finley?
No, sir.
What sports are you playing?
I'm doing pep squad.
Pep squad. I
All
like it.
right.
You know a cheer yet?
Yes.
Can you do one?
No.
Will you do one?
She said she wouldn't sing. She ain't going
Come on.
She may do one.
Okay,
Cheer
okay,
us into
okay,
our
okay,
first
okay,
cheer
okay.
us into our first commercial break here on the Duck Call Room.
okay.
Let's see it.
G-O, let's go Ducks. G-O, let's go. G-O, let's go Ducks. G-O,
Let's go. Let's go, Ducks.
G-O, let's go
That's a
Ducks.
good battle
G-O,
cry.
let's go.
Woo! And let's go to our first commercial. We'll be back right after this. Si,
Hey.
you do look well rested.
Oh, I am.
On that Helix
I
bag.
sleep on a cloud every night.
Yeah, that helix. Oh,
Helix
getting that sleep, because sleep
mattresses.
means that much to you.
Right.
So that's where our friends over at Helix come in. Helix Sleep is the premium mattress brand that provides tailored mattresses based on your unique sleeping preferences. The Helix lineup offers 20 unique mattresses, including an award-winning Luxe Collection, the Ultra Premium Elite Collection, a mattress for big and tall sleepers, and even a mattress made just for kids. So, hey, I'm going to have to holler at them about that. My kids is about to get evicted from the cribs.
Mattress
They're
age.
starting to fill them cribs up. But unfortunately, they won't get to take advantage of everything because I can't fill out the quiz for them. They're going to have to get old enough to take their own quiz. But that's how you know that your personalized mattress is right for you. You take a quiz, 2 minutes or less. It gives you their recommendation based on your sleep preferences and all the things. Boom, order. It's shipped straight to your house for free. And you get 100 nights to try out your new Helix mattress. Everybody is unique and everybody sleeps differently. That's why Helix has several different mattress models to choose from, each designed for specific sleep positions and feel preferences. They have model with memory foam layers, models more responsive foam to cradle your body, enhanced cooling features to keep you from overheating at night, and if your spine needs some TLC, they got you. Every Helix mattress has a hybrid design combining wrapped steel coils in the base and foam layers at the top to give it the perfect combination of comfort and support. Johnny D still rocking that Moonlight.
Moonlight baby. I took the Helix sleep quiz and I was matched with the Moonlight Luxe mattress because you know me. Something that felt soft and I sleep on my back.
Not only is the mattress best we've ever slept on, but the setup was fast and easy. Helix mattresses are delivered in a box straight to your door for free, so get out the way, open the box. If you don't want to take our word for it, Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress picked by Wired Magazine, and it's recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep. Plus, they come with a 10 or 15-year warranty, depending on which model you buy. If we ain't got you there yet, listen to this. Look, Helix is offering 25% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/
Duck.
This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. Go to helixsleep.com/
Duck.
Well, that was fun having Finley
Awesome.
in. That was just something, I don't know, it just kind of happened. That certainly wasn't planned. She walked in. I said, hey, you
Planned
want
at
a
all.
chair? And she was like, yeah.
Why not? Why not?
She did good.
I just knew she would bail because she's generally so shy.
Hey, she was ready.
I was like,
and
she-
Si was ready to talk about school too. Si did his best Si in school impression.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, he still is.
I'm out.
He's yawning right now. He said
When
that
you
ain't,
bring
that
up
ain't for
school,
him.
I get bored.
Well, I tell you what, things been wild around this place the last couple of weeks. Like the other day, I want to take a minute to talk about these folks. They come by here, the American Legion. I guess there's no other way to say it other than like biker gang. But it was 500 individuals with almost 300 motorcycles pulled into the parking lot here. And I didn't really know. I mean, you think you hear American Legion, you kind of have somewhat of an understanding of what it is. It's a veteran organization. Everybody that we talked to were actually veterans. And I don't know, some of them may just be volunteers and all the things that are in there, but super cool. They come by and told us all about their slogan, the Be the One. So if y'all are interested in that, betheone.org is the email address, but it's what they do in their cause to help end veteran suicide, like the mental health awareness and all the things for the veterans. And I thought it was super cool. We had people that rode their motorcycles all in that big group, but they were from all over. Like, I mean, I'm just naming ones I remember seeing: Indiana, Maryland, Virginia, Missouri, like everywhere. And it was really cool to have that many of them come in here, stop by. We gave them some bottled water. They went through the tour, got a duck call, all the things. But it just something really cool, man, when you see that many veterans in one place getting together for one cause, where you really get to see the brotherhood that Si often refers to. You know, when you get to see it in action, it was a really cool thing. So, American Legion folks, thank y'all for stopping by. That was it was a fun thing. When they tell you some of those statistics about our people that come back home, man, and the captain, I think he called himself captain, the lead. I don't know. I don't know how the leadership works in there, but he pulled Corey and I aside and said, you know, the part that really hung with me or stuck with me was, he said, you know, when they do that, their pain is over, when a lot of times the pain for the family is just beginning. And, you know, I was like, I've never really thought of it in those terms. Obviously, I mean, guess you have, but to think about that from our veterans, from people that serve us, that allow us to sit here and run our mouths and allow y'all to sit there and listen to this, come home and that they feel like that's the only option they have. We need to do better.
Yeah.
As a country, as a community, as an individual, just need to do better if taking care of those people that take care of us. So
Absolutely.
That's my charge that I gathered from it. So,
Si, do you remember when where was it? What camp did we go to? Camp Lejeune? Shelby?
Yeah, in Mississippi.
So Si was speaking to all the soldiers, and they just love Si.
Well, no, that was at Fort Polk.
Oh, Fort Polk.
Yeah, okay.
Because we've been to both of them. We've been to several.
Yeah.
But anyway, when Si starts talking to these guys, I mean, it's a different language. I mean, when you're in the military and they just love Si, and Si loved them, and he spoke to them. And one thing that you said, Si, that I thought was really important was you told them, don't hurt yourself. You don't know what God has in store for you. Do not hurt yourself, you know. And you got a good response from that because that's what, I mean, these guys need to hear that, you know. They've got a tough life right now, and even afterward. But I thought that was pretty awesome when we went down there and you did that. And then I don't know what it's called, but when you placed the badge on them, they took one off and you put another one on. You did that for a lot of those guys. Remember that? The tag came out and then you put the other one on.
Oh, that's just promotion.
A promotion?
Or a medal, either one.
Yeah.
But most people, if you haven't known somebody that was involved with the military, you have no idea what they go through. Especially those that actually have served and did time in combat.
So how was it for you when you got out of active duty? Like, I mean, when you left the streets of Vietnam and all the things.
I miss the biggest thing. I miss the people.
Miss the people.
Okay. You know, because I had a major that was retiring, and he couldn't talk at his farewell party. You know, his wife did it. You know, and I got to laughing at him, and he said, "Oh, it's going to be like that for you." He said, "You won't be able either." He said, "Because you care too much." But you know, the people is what it's about, because the military is its own family. Okay, that's the only way I can describe it. The military is a family, a large one.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's just, you know, and if you've never been a part of it, it's a big deal. Yeah. Because we kind of everybody tries to take care of each other. You know, that's why they say we never leave nobody behind. You know, and it's the thing about, hey, you know, that guy to your right or left, you know, may save your life one day.
Yeah. And that's one of them things like that we can do better as a people that aren't in the service, is to make sure that none of them are left behind. And that's what this Be the One mission is all about with the American Legion. So, if you folks want to learn more about it, this isn't a sponsor deal for them. I just thought it was really cool. Like, I mean, it was a cool kind of awe-inspiring moment. You hear like 300 motorcycles, and you're like, I guess that would be cool. But when you saw them, like, because we threw the drone up to get them,
There's a lot.
and so when you throw the drone up in our parking lot, you can see all the way to Interstate, and you see what 300 motorcycles actually looks like. I mean, there's some in our parking lot, and there's still some out there on the Interstate,
Wow.
which is, a half mile from here. So like, it was a cool sight to behold.
Well, not only that, and it's nice to listen to.
Oh yeah, you heard them,
Especially with the Harleys, all the Harleys.
and so some of their crew showed up here before, like to get everything set up for them and all that. So they drive just like vans and stuff like that, and they got a bunch of stuff for their riders and for the calls and all that. And they showed up, and we were like, well, what can we expect and all that? And they said, well, you will hear them well before you see them. And I was like, I don't know, that Interstate's a long way. No, you put 300 of them together.
It's loud.
They're right.
Whoa.
You hear them way before you see them.
Yeah.
The funny,
So-
I work on the other side of the interstate, but I was watching Facebook went wild for a minute there. There were people like, there's a police escort, and I saw like 5. I was like, Thomas Road's shut down. There's bikers everywhere. What's happening?
Yeah. Well, and what's hilarious about the police escort, I had no idea. Like, we got state troopers on motorcycles here. Obviously, I knew that. I just didn't know that I went to high school with most of them.
Oh no.
Like, they come pulling in the parking lot, and I'm like, one of them was actually, me and him played right beside each other on offensive line. So I was like, Cole, what you doing? He's like, well, I'm part of this. I said, you ride that motorcycle every day? He said, every day. I said, well, you still look all in one piece, so my hat's off to you. If you're riding on the streets of Louisiana on a motorcycle every day, good night of living. But Cole and the rest of those guys, man, thank y'all for your service too, working for the state police. I know obviously everybody's got their own opinions on that, but I appreciate what they do.
On the police?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody got their own opinions on that, but I appreciate everything they do.
You have the right one, if that
Yeah,
makes
that's what I know. Well, I think I do, but I'm not going to limit somebody else's either. So they can believe what they want to believe. But when it's your buddy that you went to high school with, and like in that case, played football with, like shoulder to shoulder right next to me, I'm like, that's pretty tight that guy's out there helping, helping to make sure that my family's safe and your family and everybody's family. I mean, because Cole is a great dude, and I just never dreamed he would be a motorcycle policeman one day.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have picked that one. Like, he made me go down the career board of our football team. I wouldn't have pegged him for motorcycle because he's offensive lineman. That tells you he ain't. We weren't necessarily the most athletic.
But look,
or the smallest.
Yeah, or the smallest.
Or the most nimble.
those guys they must have exceptional training, to escort people in and out of town and things like that. Because y'all know how many times y'all have done it and we've done it.
Mm-hmm.
And they are flying down the road, cutting off the intersections, and sometimes they go too fast, don't they, Si?
Yeah.
I saw one of them wreck.
I slid under a big limo.
Oh, Lord.
All they did was yank it out from under it, crank it back up, and here we go. Back on the road again.
And get back to rolling, huh?
Yep.
Oh, man.
I don't ride motorcycles, though.
No,
I did when I was young,
No.
like in high school.
I have a hard rule of 3 or more wheels.
See, I need at least 4.
I tried that 2-wheel. I used to be a video somewhere of it. I tried that 2-wheel thing down there in Key West one time on them scooters. I said, buddy, if I ever get this thing back to that rental place, I'll never set foot on one again. And I've kept to my word on that.
I owned a scooter for a minute.
Nope.
When I worked at Super One, I rode a scooter to work. That scooter could go 55 miles per hour.
Dang.
And you just sitting on it?
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. We got a guest. We have another guest.
Looky here.
This guest is bringing gifts.
Welcome, Bella.
Holy cow,
Bella just brought in biscuits.
Oh, and look where she
All
sat it.
right.
And
Oh,
Mayhaw,
good.
thank
She
you.
knows which table to come to.
Hey,
Hey, your boss is your daddy, girl, but I appreciate the friendship.
Hi. right. I don't know where I'm looking.
Yeah, anywhere. It
Bella
doesn't
just
matter.
brought in biscuits and jelly.
I
Oh,
just brought in biscuits and jelly. Test them out and tell me how they are whenever y'all want.
Si, would you like a biscuit with some mayhaw jelly?
Yep,
I'll
he
Yeah,
does.
let's start with the old man. He's
Should we take a break and
I'm gonna respect my elders, but yeah,
let's just do
we'll
it
take
now.
a break
and we'll come back with biscuits and jelly?
yeah,
in our beards.
absolutely. September is coming, y'all. And you know, for us duck hunters, that's a big time of year because we actually get to go duck hunting again. But if you are going to hit the woods and the water chasing our fowl, look, there is one thing that you have to remember.
Federal duck stamp.
That's right. Federal.
Don't let this $25 little stamp cost you a whole world's worth of trouble.
That's right.
$25, easy to get. Nobody that duck hunts can go without it. Look, federal duck stamps are special stamps that hunters are required to buy if they want to hunt migratory waterfowl. But it's not just for hunters. There's all kinds of people that buy them: collectors, conservationists, bird watchers, nature lovers, just folks who love the outdoors because they know how much good these stamps do. If you're like, well, what good could a stamp do? Let me tell you. Look, it started in 1934. The stamp program was created to preserve wildlife habitats. The very first duck stamp was a huge success with hunters because they could see the direct benefits to the land and the wildlife. In the first year, the program raised enough money to secure thousands of acres of vital waterfowl habitat. And the duck stamp program has helped create a conservation mindset among waterfowl hunters who are often the first to see the changes to the American habitat and species. The coolest part, almost every penny from these stamps goes straight into buying or leasing wetlands or other habitats for waterfowl in the National Wildlife Refuge. That means when you buy a duck stamp, you can be sure your money is helping conserve places for ducks, geese, and all sorts of other wildlife to thrive. So again, if you're not a hunter and you just care about shorebirds and songbirds and deer and turkeys, they all use wetlands. This money helps everybody. It doesn't just help ducks. So if you're like, I hate them ducks, they crap all over my driveway. We're not just helping ducks. We're helping everybody. And that is why the simple duck stamp is so important. So whether you're a hunter, bird watcher, or someone who cares about the great outdoors, buying a duck stamp is a powerful way to conserve and preserve wetland resources for future generations. 98% of the money goes straight back into the wildlife. Best deal out there. Help conserve our precious wildlife habitats today. Visit duckstamp.com to learn more and purchase your own duck stamp. Remember, every stamp makes a difference. So visit duckstamp.com today. Biscuit break is over.
Wow.
Those were good.
Very
so
good.
in case y'all are wondering about that, we are testing a new line of biscuit mix. As long as it were to stay in line with Miss K's recipe, and man, they were good. So you may see that.
Si's the ultimate taste tester.
Oh, that is a new biscuit mix.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah, we
Do you
did
approve?
a thumbs up from Si, yeah.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Yeah, that's something we're working with a partner of ours on to get done. So we've tested some of those. They're gonna make us some fish fry too. So we're
Fish fry.
so one of these days there's gonna be some fried fish walk through that door.
Oh,
Or one of these. I just hope y'all are here.
Who's catching them?
I hope y'all. Oh, we go get on. We go get on that Godwin stag.
I was about to say that seems where I would go.
Yeah, we're gonna go to Johnny Godwin's freezer for that one. Since he's the only one of us that actually still gets to fish a little bit. But no, yeah, things we're moving, shaking, trying to. I always say we're trying to Cracker Barrel that store up, but faces on jellies and candied jalapenos,
Cracker
and,
Barrel.
Yeah, we going full Cracker Barrel up in there, and now biscuit mix and seasonings. So yeah, that'll be available for sale hopefully before Christmas time. That's the goal. For us to be able to make like a food basket for a Christmas gift. For,
that's
for
the first
people.
thing I noticed was that it was butter.
Oh yeah, there was buttermilk.
Oh.
That was Kay's full recipe just with that mix. So if you have the cookbook and you've seen Kay's biscuit recipe, Bella has got that recipe down.
Yes.
For somebody that does not partake in gluten, such as Bella, she sure knows how to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Hold on. Reverse that.
Strike that.
flip it and
it.
reverse it.
Bella doesn't participate in gluten,
Yeah, she one of them that's got that deal, makes her belly hurt and all the things. Like,
but she's a baker.
yeah, I know, wild, right?
I just learned that.
Yeah,
Bacon
apparently she can touch it, she just can't consume it. So, which I fully support because I can't bake, but I definitely can consume. So we make a pretty good team. And if she calls me her boss one more time, I'm going to continue to get uncomfortable because I am not her boss.
Aren't you though?
No, no, I am not.
Technically?
No.
It's not in his job description. Tell him.
No, it is not. I boss no children of Willie Robertson. Willie Robertson is their boss.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, no, I boss no children of Willie Robertson. I don't oversee nothing. Y'all do whatever.
So Corey Robertson is their boss.
Yes, absolutely. Not Justin Martin. You know that there's a major problem with that. Yeah, no. But I appreciate the respect because I've been here for forever. But like, no, I'm not your.
How long have you been at Duck Commander?
15 years.
Whoa.
I didn't have kids when I started Duck Commander. That's weird.
I didn't have a wife. I didn't. To be fair, when I started Duck Commander, I didn't have much of a future. So, like, I mean, I was on a fast track to quadruple bypass surgery and a thing in my arm like Godwin. I mean, for real. Like, I mean, I was 320 pounds.
320.
Like, yeah.
You've slimmed up more than me, haven't you?
I'm in the 250s now. So I'm down 70 pounds.
Ooh.
From your biggest.
From my biggest, yeah. I just you do it drastically, right? I try to scale it out over time. Like I'm just trying to continue a downward trend. That's I'm just trying to step
Better
down.
decisions.
Yeah, better decisions. I don't want to do anything drastically because at the end of the day, I still love carbs.
I do too.
I mean, you saw me with that biscuit. Yeah, that's fine.
I chased Bella down and got 2 more before I walked back in here.
You ate the most biscuits today.
They're so good.
But you're in new clothes. Are you in the new clothes phase?
I need to be, yes. But no, I'm so frugal, I cannot make myself go
This
buy
is the
new
worst.
clothes.
I either have to steal a shirt off the rack at the honey hole because I don't want to buy new clothes.
Yeah.
Or I have to look around like I'm wearing like my dad's shirt when I was 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I just still
I was
operate.
a big fella.
The problem with me is like even my belts like aren't doing much for my britches anymore. So like,
It's
there's-
great.
Yeah, it's great, but
You can come to cross country practice tonight if you want.
no, sir. No, I've made good on my promise myself not to run. So things hurt when I run, like knees, ankles, joints but they were under significant time and pressure for a little while. So I think we still got a little recovery. While I'm lighter, I still don't need to go yogging anywhere.
Yogging.
He's yogging.
I used to run a little bit when I would hunt in Wyoming. Like
You would run?
Well, to get ready for it, for the lack of oxygen up there, figure out how to catch my breath.
Oh,
again.
there's no getting ready for
That's
that.
training, yeah.
Yeah,
How
that's just-
people stopped up there and said, this is where we should settle. It doesn't make any, there's no oxygen.
yeah, but I ain't been to Wyoming in a couple of years, so
They should get more oxygen.
they do need to import it. I highly recommend.
Do you want to hear something crazy though about the
What?
opposite of Wisconsin?
No, that's Wyoming.
Wyoming?
What's that?
Whatever.
New
What's
Orleans,
the most opposite of Wyoming you can think of?
Hawaii.
Key West.
Close.
Yeah.
Because kind of weird, kind of redneck. I'm just going to go with Alabama.
Oh.
Guess what was spotted in Alabama?
Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no?
Bigfoot.
No.
Black cat.
Kangaroo.
A kangaroo
A kangaroo.
is in the wild.
It's in the
Really?
wild.
We have wild kangaroos in Alabama.
Somebody got it, brought it, and then he got away.
Roll Tide, baby.
And that thing bouncing.
Is that how we end up with like the invasive species of kangaroos?
Yeah.
Not if it's just one. That's how somebody ends up with kangaroo for dinner in Alabama. That's what that is. No, you need more than one to get invasive species.
Why can't we have kangaroos?
Why would you want them?
Because they're awesome.
Are they?
They look mean on TV.
I mean, they seem kind of like a raccoon that like hops around or something. I don't know.
They can run.
Yeah.
Si, are you for or against letting kangaroos out in the wild?
I don't care. One way.
How do they taste?
I don't know.
I'm sure they're good.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, how couldn't they be? They're made out of meat.
I know
they
they
can't
like
be bad.
the box.
You know? I mean,
Side, do they?
Oh yeah.
They like the box?
Oh, they'll whoop up. They'll whoop up on you now. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Oh no, they will. They'll whoop up on you.
You don't want like a lean meat though.
who doesn't?
Everybody, you want a cow,
Well, cow's good, but I mean,
Pig.
a whitetail's lean. Elk is lean.
and not as good as a cow. I said it. Bite me. Kangaroo meat is uniquely lean with a rich and robust flavor.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm interested. I mean, I would eat kangaroo. I'm not gonna.
It has a stronger flavor than lamb.
Okay, that's a problem because
Yeah.
lamb is garbage.
Yeah, it's a.
Yeah, no.
And it's similar in leanness to chicken
that's
or
out.
rabbit.
Actually, I've never had
I
lamb.
like rabbit.
Let me rephrase. I've always had lamb cooked in like the traditional spice palette of like of
People that
Europe
eat
or
lamb?
something. Yeah, like that the Mediterranean, I guess, which to me kind of tastes like a bucket full of armpits. But like, I wonder if you just treated it with salt, pepper, garlic, if it would be better. Like, or is lamb just lamb? I mean, because a deer ain't that dissimilar from a lamb. Like, I mean, they kind of they're essentially a goat, and he's pretty good.
I've
So,
had deer I like. I've never had lamb I like.
That's what I'm saying, but it's never been like, I've never chicken fried a lamb backstrap. Right? Like, I've
I
never,
don't think you can cook one of them edible.
maybe
Oh,
not.
I'm
Like,
serious. I don't.
now I kind of want to go find a lamb backstrap, cut it thin, and fry it up and see if it's any good.
I wouldn't even know where to purchase lamb.
There's a Greek restaurant in town, and they sell lamb, or
See,
you can
that's
eat
the
lamb
problem.
there.
Yeah, but they don't cook it.
Yeah, they. What do you mean?
Have you ever
You gotta eat it
seen?
raw.
Have you ever seen a chubby Greek from Greece?
No.
That's
No.
because they don't like their food.
I went to a Greek restaurant in Baton Rouge and had lamb. I thought it was really good.
You would. I don't know what that means.
Me
I've
neither.
never, I've never had. Somebody brought some.
Can I tell you what that means? Hunter's a lot
good.
hungrier
Nope.
than the rest of us. That's what that means.
Al and them ate it. Said, "Well, it ain't bad." I said, "Ain't no good."
I always heard about axis deer being so good. And,
Fantastic.
And well, with whoever cooked it for us, it wasn't that great because Si killed one, and we ate that night.
I
And
didn't know what
Nope.
they were doing. I didn't know what they.
Yeah, Axis is fantastic.
Yeah.
It is top tier.
Them guys didn't know what they were doing.
I would like to try cooking lamb like I would cook anything else, and then I could give you a firm.
You think so?
I'm out on the spices that, like when we were in Scotland,
Yeah.
they served us that rack of lamb, and we had to do that family dinner, which tearing down the walls of Duck Dynasty. When you did a family dinner, you ate for like an hour and a half. And
Dude.
every time they'd roll that camera in front of us and say, take a bite of that, when it was that lamb, I was like, I don't want, give me the haggis. And the haggis was terrible too. But at least like
The haggis.
the haggis was like borderline boudin.
Mm.
I
So,
mean,
but
it's
here's
not
what's
as
crazy,
good,
Mark.
but-
Okay, hold on.
What?
We can go get lamb.
Here?
Now, you can't go to the neighborhood market Walmart. That one's already seasoned.
Yeah, no.
But there's some lamb chops
Uh,
at the big Walmart.
Uh,
There's only 2 left.
well, yeah. And they probably ordered it in January.
they've been there for a long time.
$12.48 a pound.
For a lamb?
Yeah,
We got to get into raising sheep, man.
lamb breast.
What's the difference between a sheep and a lamb? Is there a difference? Like, is there a
No, it's the same thing.
same thing?
They ain't no good either one of them.
Lambs are baby sheep.
Lambs are baby sheep.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the only lamb I'm familiar with is Jesus. So,
Oh, so lamb's
Like-
like what's the cow? The
Yeah.
calf?
Oh, veal.
Veal.
Mm.
Yeah.
Lamb's like veal. Veal's good though.
In theory, yeah, veal is
Lamb ain't like veal.
good.
You're against it, aren't you?
Hold on, hey, you can throw that trash away.
Well, since you're talking about it, let's get in there.
Look,
What's in
so
that
here's
email?
the deal, people. We're gonna have to get Martin his own email address for bug pictures. We talked about, and I accidentally got in the Facebook group. I told her I had to fill out something. I get there that night, and all of a sudden I'm scrolling the Facebook, and it's like, Justin Martin, hey, can anybody identify this moth?
And they did.
Yeah,
They
whatever.
did identify.
But now I'm stuck in some Facebook mothing crew.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and I'm lost, and I'm not supposed to be there, and I can't get out of it. Then I go to read the emails, and every other email is a picture of a bug. How many of you are there?
a lot.
There's a lot of us that are
Hey.
fascinated by nature, Johnny
By
D.
nature.
Like,
Well,
Hey, look at that.
here's a picture
Hey.
of a moth.
Now, that
oh yeah,
thing-
I know
good one.
him.
That thing is beautiful.
You know Valerie?
No,
She
I don't
sent
know
that
her,
in?
but I that moth is familiar. That's leopard something because of the
They're
spots.
not even clever.
Uh,
It just looks like a leopard.
well, I mean, other than being white,
It looks like bad ladies' clothes.
Yeah,
You're
we
like,
got-
leopard
but-
moth.
But we got them here. We got them here.
Yeah.
Though you can walk outside and find you one. There if
So
you go
you're not
look hard
impressed with Valerie's picture?
enough. No, very impressed with it. I was just familiar with that one. Like some of them, that was the thing. Like if I'm familiar with it, then at one point I was interested in it, but now I'm not. But like when I'm unfamiliar, I have to know. Like there is a thirst for knowledge there for me. Like,
Sarah from Tucson, the moth people are all over.
and our friend Rachel, who is going to send us a frame thing of moths, like we talked about with that. How cool is that?
That's awesome.
But she,
I will say this: my papa in his house when I was growing up had a frame that was like the size of that wall full of butterflies.
yeah.
I think Corey has it now, actually. Somewhere.
See,
That was halfway cool.
see.
No, my sister has it.
Well, see, I don't want to be like Hannibal Lecter, like.
Framing moths.
Well, because he had moths and butterflies and all that stuff back in the Silence of the Lambs movies, like all the things. I ain't
We're talking about all things bad: lambs,
Yeah.
Hannibal Lecter, silence, and moths. I don't even know where to go from here.
But I did like I'm a nerd, self-admitted, right?
Yeah.
But our friend Rachel, who's going to send us that,
Big nerd.
she used to be an entomologist at Texas A&M, and she married the head of the entomology department
Wow.
at Texas A&M. So I'm talking about
Oh, she's a bug lady.
like
Nerd up.
big.
So
bug
here's the
nerd.
deal.
Big.
No,
bug.
But
just
she's
don't
gonna-
name your kid Rachel because I think Rachel that emailed a different Rachel now.
Oh, really?
She was in the St. Louis Butterfly House back in the 8th grade. This
Ah,
Rachel.
Okay.
And now she's at how many entomologists, which I just learned about the other day, listen to this show. And how many are there?
I love it, man.
Thousands of them.
There's a bunch of us nerds out there,
Yeah.
man.
Dozens of us. That's crazy.
But it's really easy to be interested in something that like doesn't chase you or hurt you and stuff like this. So they are pretty cool. The one Rachel that reached out to me online has a bunch of caterpillars. Like she was willing to send them for me and the boys. I just don't have that time to commit to that process right now of like us raising our own moths and butterflies to let go.
So she's not a missionary from Hungary?
No, she is not.
Okay, different Rachel. Lots
Different
of Rachels that are entomologists. Enjoy our program. Thank you, all you Rachels.
Yes. See, you'd have never known that had it not been for one moth that I got curious about. See, we've opened a new door.
I mean, this Rachel was a missionary in Hungary and also an entomologist.
I bet she saw some cool stuff over there too, because it ain't, and we ain't got the same stuff they got, so that's kind of cool. I bet she got some cool pictures, man. See, John D, get outside that tackle shop.
Oh man, I only sell bugs that can get eaten.
Yeah, well, these can get eaten too, and they
Can't sell them; they're quick.
no, they too fast. Yeah, they get away from you. But people make fake ones all the time. That all your fly tying stuff you sell.
That is true.
They're making moths and butterflies. And like right now, if you go outside and look
Hey,
around,
this Rachel's a little bit scary, by the way, because she is super into science, and the science community and the Christian community butt heads a lot. But a direct quote: "I enjoy entomology, and it comes in handy every now and then, but it's more of a hobby. But if I need to, I can throw down with the science talk." She's smarter than me. That's what we just learned about this Rachel, and probably the other Rachel.
Well, not only that, the art involved in all this bait making.
mm-hmm.
I had an uncle that did it.
Yeah.
His tackle box, it was all homemade out of squirrels, birds, ducks. And you talking about beautiful stuff. His tackle box was a treasure to look at.
Yeah.
And he's made all this stuff, shot the squirrel, skinned it, done the hide up, all that.
Which is
saved it.
that's what makes like that show on history so cool. That alone show.
Oh no,
Because then people are out there doing all that, like catching
Yeah.
all this stuff primitive
Martin,
ways.
you
and-
know me well enough to know I don't do well alone.
I know. So do you watch people that do well
No,
with
it's
it?
so boring. Now, if the show was called Duo, I might do it. I might go try that.
Well, they had that. It's called Naked and Afraid.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
But I didn't want to be naked or afraid. At least on the lawn, they let you wear your clothes. if your boy walk out there naked, I'm an all-you-can-eat buffet for them bugs that I'm trying to study. So,
We also got a lot of requests too, because how fantastic was the Malone family?
fantastic.
Hey.
Like, I sat there and talked to him in the warehouse part for another hour after we got done with the podcast.
See, I
just
wanted
pulled
to
up
hang out,
We just pulled up a chair.
but my wife stole food from a restaurant, so I had to go pay for it.
yeah, you gotta look at this.
We're just gonna leave it at that. Though.
No, you gotta look at this. He started when he was 3.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That was 21 years.
Yeah.
Took him to achieve his goal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And he tried it in Tokyo. We didn't really talk about that. And then he got hurt.
And the year before, he broke his everything on his leg and had to learn to walk again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only learned to walk again, but he started performing at that high of a level again. That's incredible.
Did he win gold?
Bronze.
Bronze. Okay.
Team bronze. USA.
We got to hold the
USA.
medal for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I've worn a bronze
That's cool.
medal. I even bet him that I could do a handstand longer than him, and he offered the medal if I won.
Oh, he saw the podcast before where you got right here and tried to.
Yeah, it was not good.
And then he turned around and did one and did push-ups with it too. So.
And then he turned in a circle. He's better on his hands than I am on my feet. And then I got to thinking about it. I have so many more questions for him, but he's not here.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of requests for other Olympic athletes.
Who?
So Andy wants Cindy McLaughlin,
I'm in on her.
the 400 runner.
I looked up her after
If
Brody spoke so
anybody
highly
knows
of her.
her, send her our way.
Yeah.
And I will race her in the 400-meter hurdles.
I want to see you clear one hurdle, big dog.
I ran the hurdles in high school. Have I ever told you the story?
Again, I want to see you clear one hurdle,
Yeah,
big dog.
yeah.
Hey, look.
Yeah,
Here's-
that was in the past, JD.
No. It wasn't even in the past. I was a thrower, and the track coach came over to me because we only had one hurdler, and he's like, hey, there's not enough people competing in hurdles. All you have to do is get from A to B. Doesn't even matter how you do it. Knock every hurdle down if you want, and we'll get points for the team. And so I was like, okay. And he said, that and the high jump. I said, there's a problem with the high jump. I cannot.
It's the same problem you have with a hurdle.
I cannot
You don't get
physically
off the ground.
Okay. I'm about to tell you something. Guess what place that came in?
In hurdles,
Mhm.
there's 8 lanes.
Yep.
6th.
Incorrect. It came in third.
Whoa.
There was only 4 of us.
Oh,
But I did beat that one dude.
but so you came in 3 out of 4, which is 6 out of 8. So technically, I was right. I got the percentage
You
right.
got the percentage right. The fact I practiced the hurdles for a day. That girl ran the hurdles so fast though. But apparently, super big, outspoken Christian, unashamed,
Yeah.
which goes along with what we kind of do. So if anybody knows her,
No, yeah, I had to go look her up after he spoke so highly of her.
she's
And
like my
incredible.
sister's favorite athlete because my sister's a track coach.
Yeah, she's incredible. Yeah, great story, great everything. So my hat's off to her. Yeah,
I'm interested.
She's welcome. Who else we got?
And then a couple people want like people that you know, like fishing people that are the best in the world.
Oh,
I'm like,
Jacob Wheeler. We already done that.
we done that. Trey McKinney. I'm like, we know him probably. Do we know him?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah, I know
beat
Trey.
him.
I know young Trey.
Well, yeah, but I'm interested in like Drew Brees too. So if anybody knows him, sorry, that was too easy.
No, I mean any of those people. I would.
He's
I
got
would
time.
like, and I'm sure we could do this. Scotty Scheffler. I'd love to get him down and hear his story.
Well, that'd be
We
great.
know Teddy,
That's what I'm
the
saying.
world's greatest caddy.
The guy you've never heard of that's toted the bag for Scotty Scheffler and Bubba Watson,
And you know what's funny? I used to be a caddy.
and he lives 2 hours from here.
Does he?
Teddy does. Yeah.
I didn't know Teddy moved that close.
Yeah, I mean he's Lafayette. You can get there in a little over 2 hours now.
Driving fast.
Well, no, they got all that done. You ain't got to slow down to 20 no more. So, you can roll at 65 all the way through there.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. But
Verse of the day.
yeah, let's do it. Let's get out of here.
God promised as long as the earth endures, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night will never cease. Genesis 8:22.
Yeah.
He promises an
There
earth
you
we
go.
can live on,
You
Amen.
heard it?
but one day it's going to go away.
We'll see y'all next time right here in the Duck Call.
Fire.